Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first live broadcast for today. We are down to 11 days until Christmas. 11 days. And there are some tactics and some strategies that you all can use regarding posting that is going to help you reconnect with people and have conversations. We got 17 days to go until the end of the year. And there are new tactics, there are new strategies that you all can be using that will enable you to talk to more people and build your business faster than ever before. Now, you're going to be able to ring in 2023 with a larger team and at a higher rank because your business does not slow down. You can be talking to people every single day. All right, now, let me talk about, we're talking about a new year and a new opportunity for all of you. If you're not talking to people on a daily basis, you could be. And we're here to help you rank advance before New Year's Eve. So in our last night session of boot camp, we introduced extensions to our special project launch strategy because it produces immediate response, genuine curiosity, serious interest, a sense of urgency, fast, decisive action, immediate duplication, faster team growth, and faster team rank advancement. And so we showed everybody how you can do a LinkedIn search of your existing connections to determine who to follow up with and use a project launch strategy and script. And we jumped into an account and we found that 20% of the connections are candidates for the project launch script. And let's see, I'm kind of looking at who's here. Frank, it's nice to see you. You haven't been here in a while. What I'm going to do, and there's some things on your profile that you really need to adjust. Let me pop over here. And let me unmute John.
Hello, Max.
Okay, good. All right, so now John is in the process of mastering the entire procedure. He's been reaching out, he's been making connections with people, and I asked John to hold off on answering people until we had a chance to get together. So we've gone through a list of people that he's written to, and we still have 5 more. And as we look at the profiles, in other words, we did our search, we're just sending out messages, we're trying to connect. We don't really spend a lot of time studying the profiles. Now that they've accepted, now we want to start the conversation. So Jules, this is going to help you. Phil, it's going to help you. and all of my coaching students that are here that are engaged in the process. Actually, this will help all of you. So let's look at Diane. Well, actually, let's start with Daniel. So you reached out to Daniel, and he says he's open to work. Now, the question is, what are they doing now? So according to this, he's not working. He stopped working at the Skills Alliance this month. So we sent him a motivational image. Just sent this to a good friend. And the question, why did you stop working? You control the conversations you have with people by talking to them about things that they're interested in. Now, we look at Diane. Open to new opportunities. So she was a large project coordinator. She worked at this company for 8 months. Operations lead. And so now she's open to work. So we sent her the message. Why did you leave your job? I didn't want to leave my job. I love my job. Unfortunately, they brought in several new people, so my boss was let go. I was let go, and approximately 100 others were let go. It was heartbreaking. So not only is she a great prospect, but she has coworkers that are also looking for work. And she was let go in October. At least a month and a half. Okay, so now you asked her, or we asked her, what did you enjoy the most when you worked there? Did I do that?
Yeah. But she hasn't answered.
Right, but see, sometimes we could look back at this. Now look at this. I told you. See, the more you do this,
Oh, yeah.
the easier it is to start conversations with people. I wasn't by choice. Faber retired, new dentist bought the practice and said, I'm not hiring you because you make too much money. I said cheap labor isn't skilled and skilled labor isn't cheap. What a dumbass he was. Karma. I believe in karma. Okay. So now we're going to ask the obvious question. We know the answer to this already. She was doing freelance work.
Yeah.
Now, the question that we're ultimately going to want to know the answer to is she interested in staying in dentistry? But here's the thing. she's been a dental hygienist for a long time. She's used to making a lot of money as opposed to a new dental hygienist, which could be the reason why she's had part-time work. So we ask questions we know the answers to. And, why hasn't she been able to get a full-time job? And of course, the question that we're ultimately going to go for is, would she consider going into another field? And because of your history,
But she's answering back. Yeah. She's replying.
so she's writing back.
Yeah, she's answering. Yeah.
So the bottom line is, and while we're talking to her, let's go and look. I wasn't fired. I wasn't hired on. Semantics, still the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
She's writing something else as well.
Right. So while we're waiting for her to write, the next one, Diane.
Yeah, that Dan, she hasn't answered.
Right.
Last
But that's
question.
okay. That's okay. So we're going to come back. We don't have to wait for her to answer. All right. Now that we sent this. Okay. So if we look at Diane, it's been October. So we could go. We're going to go over to Rainy Quote. And we're going to pick up another message. And we're going to go for the one with Walt Disney. Copy that. We'll send her that. And then we could say, or how is we want to ask her a question that's easy to answer. It's easy for her to come back and say it's terrible. Nobody's hiring until the new year. Okay, I've been working for another practice, one in which I'm valued and appreciated. Good for you. Now, the question is, if we go and look at her profile, seeking new opportunities. Okay, so what kind Now let's help her out. See, we asked this, well, we'll ask this question first. And she just picked it right up. But I'll tell you,
It's
But it's-
answering.
right. So this is what all of you can be doing 10 times a day. You'll be talking to, you can be having conversations like this 10 times a day. If you're not, you are missing the boat. I'm going to go over here. And let's look at Frank. Okay, so Frank, I'm looking at your profile. And so, Frank, you've been a student since 2010. And looks like the last boot camp you were in was in 2016. Doesn't look like you're I'm really good at not working. I have plenty to keep me busy. A little part-time job working from home would be great, as the bills don't pay themselves. Be still my heart. Okay. And so here we're talking about the side hustle strategy. Now, here we have our transition line. You know, there are many opportunities out there for someone with your experience. There. All right. So this is the way we're going to work it. Many of I know I spelled that wrong. That I work with now. Why did I switch that? I was going to say many of the dental hygienists that have retired that I work with, Now we're switching it around. Many of the dental hygienists that I work with that have retired, we're putting the fact that you work with these people.
Yeah.
Are able remotely from home. Okay, so now the question. And we send it over. Now, it may happen that she doesn't understand it, so we may have to come back and ask her, you know, when I use the term network marketing, I'm referring to companies like Amway, New Skin, et cetera, et cetera. You know, she knows something about network marketing. Okay, Frank. Let me unmute Frank. So clearly, Frank, you haven't been not sure how long you've been on LinkedIn, but by this point, at this point in time, you should have well over 500 friends. But you see what, you got a follow button up here. So if somebody was looking at your profile and they wanted to communicate with you, you want a connect button here, not a follow button. Now, you come down here. Now, what you're doing here is you're using the format for Facebook to tell your story, and LinkedIn's different. LinkedIn's different. And come up here and look at contact information. And there's also a lot of other things there that you could also do. So a lot has changed. We make a living by what we receive, make a life by what we give. Helping people save money with a servant's heart. One other thing. If you're trying to position yourself as a successful network marketer, how successful can you be if you're telling the world that you're looking for work? Not congruent. Not congruent. All right, so let's come back over here. And let's look at Cran. So what you're doing is we're sending out these messages. Let's shut this one down. Shut this one down. And we're going to shut this one down. Now we'll come back over here. Okay. So airline pilot. So pilot, and he's got his own business. There's no obvious need. We only want to talk to people now who have a need. So here we have an international health, wellness, healing, fitness platform. Here it is. You want to talk to me? Book an appointment. And watch what happens. Watch what LinkedIn does when we click this. Oh, you're leaving LinkedIn. You know, years ago, people used to jump into a social network and get people to click on a link. And it took you to a place that loaded your computer up with viruses, all kinds of bad stuff. Now we all have all kinds of antivirus protection, but you have no idea who this guy is, which is the reason why LinkedIn is starting to do this. They're warning you, hey, if you trust this link, how can you trust this link? You don't know who this guy is. The bottom line is, you look at his profile, zero.
Hmm.
Okay. So what we're going to do, let's go back over here and do it from here. So we're going to forget about this guy.
Yeah.
And what we can do is we can say, I'm surprised. when I use the term gonna shut these other ones off. I'm referring when I use the term network marketing, I'm referring to companies now. See, what happens is sometimes you're in a computer on a website that locks you up. Copy that. Let's bring up a profile, discard the message. Come back over here.
Referring.
Like Amway. And we could even throw in Avon. See what she's going to say. So we go back and we look at the remaining two. And it's all going to be about conversation. You come up here. See, something's locking me up. It could be that somebody else wrote back and answered you. I actually saw this. So it's only gonna take a minute. Your profile gives you unbelievable credibility with anyone in the dental field.
Yeah.
So this is, I see. Remember, we're not in the convincing business. Her experience with network marketing is going to be based on what she knows. Pyramid schemes. Okay. Now, what we're going to do here, let's to be faster, is we go over to your scripts book. And when a prospect mentions pyramid schemes, come back over here. We come back over here. Paste it in there. I got my personal reputation and would never participate in anything that was even remotely illegal. There is a huge difference. Okay. What we're going to do, I'm going to leave it up to you. You take this line and I just sent that over to you. There's a little more.
Right.
There's a little more to it. But basically,
So do I send her that? Or-
you're going to send her what I sent you.
Right. Okay.
Not this.
Got it. Right. Okay. Thank you.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to end it with, again, if we come back here, there's more. Network marketers are passionate about their products and companies because they help so many people. Now, you could probably take these 3 paragraphs right here and then ask her, because she never answered your question. as far as, have you ever worked with any companies like that? That ultimately is what has to go there. And I told you when we started, she has been, for as long as she's been a dental hygienist, we know she knows something about it. You just want to know what her experience is. And when you go through and you look at the rest of that, bottom line is, you're not trying to convince her. The thing is, there's going to be a lot of people out there that have a misconception about what network marketing is. And you're here to set the record straight. Listen, I have to tell you, and it's in the script. We have hundreds of examples of people that had a negative attitude about network marketing. As a matter of fact, in that scripts book, there's a couple. All right, so we're going to be back at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We'll do some more of these.
Right. Good.
And Debbie, I can look at that one at 4.
Yeah, I'll send us some more messages. And
Yeah, and but you got the idea now, right?
Yeah.
That's why I asked you to, let's build up a couple. So it's a lot easier to understand when we've got a number to look at the same time. So it's a
Yeah.
big difference.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, tonight at 9 o'clock, I've got another big broadcast where we're going to be introducing more information about these new scripts that will have an amazing effect on your business between now and the end of the year. Nothing can stop you from talking to great people, building your business between now and the end of the year. If you're not having 5 or 10 of these conversations every single day, you have 10 conversations like this every day, 50 a week. $50 a week. You're going to end up closing 1 or 2 every week. All right. We'll see all of you 4 o'clock. Our next boot camp session is Thursday night.